Hey guys, I'm Rogan and this is my rant. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a long time, I will explain, but I just wanted to say thank you very much for the support for all the previous videos, liking, subscribing, all that cool YouTube stuff that all the YouTubers say. This channel is dedicated to improving mine and yours financial, physical, mental, and spiritual health. So that's what we focus here on this channel. Today's a very important video. Probably one of the most important videos I will ever make because I really want this to help people. If this helps one person, then mission accomplished. But if it helps more, that's awesome. I've learned a lot over the past 7 years about mental health, dealing with my condition, and just certain things related to mental health. So I wanted to talk about that in today's video. So these are ideas worth sharing. I'm sharing my experience with you, and it's not meant to be concrete advice for everybody because everybody's circumstances, life events are different, different levels of trauma, success. When it comes to success, we can talk about being in the right place at the right time. Part of it is luck, part of it's hard work, and then intelligence. It doesn't always translate to success. So that's what I wanted to say. So I was going through a rough patch. I was in a little bit of a rut, right? And I was this way for many weeks. And then what I did to get myself out of the rut was I got a bright piece of paper. It was yellow. And what I did was I wrote down my accomplishments that I achieved in 2024. There was a solid 5 that were really good. And then I wrote down my goals for 2025, the year we're currently in. So I'm not big on New Year's resolutions. I think they're kind of silly because expecting to make this drastic change, it is hopeful when you go into the new year, but a lot of people fizzle out. You gotta take this one step at a time, like inch by little, and you're not always going to be a little bit better version of yourself every day that comes after the other. You'll have bad days and you'll have good days. So, Roke, what are you talking about? So, what I'm talking about is things that I've improved over the years that a lot of people struggle with. Now, I'm going to start with an exercise that I want you to try. Look at yourself in the mirror and talk to yourself and tell yourself what you see. Now, me, I've actually lost about 35 pounds over the past few months, and I'm doing really good. I'm on my way toward my goal. But the thing is, sometimes having realistic goals are more important, right? Because are you willing to do the work to get super buff and ripped in your macros, bro? And shredded 6 pack, or do you just want to have a flat stomach and be healthy? That's my goal. It's realistic. I like food. We all like food. I like beer, stuff like that. But that's also another part of my 2025 is reducing my drinking, right? So when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can see this body, right? When you think about like our physical body is more just like a vessel for our consciousness, like who we are inside, our hopes, our dreams, our aspirations, our qualities, right? Now, I'm going to share a deficiency that I have, but I don't focus on that anymore. Yes, it's in the back of my mind, but when I look in the mirror, I see, a very empathetic person, compassionate, understanding, accepting, non-tolerant, tolerant, definitely tolerant. Um, and then like the things I'm really good at, like managing my own finances, taking time for self-care, like prioritizing my health over others while still having times to be selfless and help others. Like, why I spring out of bed in the morning is because I found my purpose. Now, this can mean a lot of different things for a lot of different people, right? So finding your purpose, like I want to help people. And as simple as that may sound, making a video like this or like typing my lyrics or like educating someone on finance, like any way I can help others, like I believe I was put here for that purpose. And that's part of like the spiritual health that we talked about at the beginning of the video. So when you look at all these good qualities and then you have this one bad quality that you focus on, it's all about your mindset. Like you have to adopt a better mindset. It takes time. It's not going to take weeks. It might maybe even take more than months. But I know that there's a lot of this dating content or red pill content on YouTube, and a lot of it's BS. Some of it's good advice, but I'm not the best with women, right? And unless I have a couple drinks in me, I'm not spewing out one-liners or I get a little anxious or nervous talking to them, and I'm sure it's a common problem for across the board, my generation, Gen Z, whatever. But even though I'm not really good like that, and then even with other people in general, like sometimes I'm just not really that good about picking up on social cues. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. It's a part of my brain that never really fully um developed or I became proficient in over the years. So like that's something that it's like I'm not in a rush to improve it. It's more of just like, hey, I'm not good at that. Some people are really good with pickup or talking to other people and stuff like that, and that's great. But whatever you're deficient in, like a character defect or like a character flaw or something like that, something that you're not good at. Sometimes we hyper focus on those things and like, oh, life is terrible. But it's being grateful for what you have. Like, look around me. Like, I have a ton of like not garbage, but stuff. I have money. I have a great job. I have great friends and family. There's so much surrounding me, especially with the wildfires going on in California. It really puts things in perspective. These people have lost everything. So it's all what you choose to focus on. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to be able to have this mindset after watching this video. It takes a lot of work, but I really want you to try that exercise. Look at yourself in the mirror, and even though you may not like your body, you might be obese, you might be fat, or you might not be in shape like you used to be and stuff like that. Life happens. I'm 30. As we age, things happen. We get busy and stuff like that. But why I was in my rut and I wasn't having a motivation to make these videos was like I was feeling very lonely and alone and misunderstood, and the holidays were giving me a little bit of the blues, but then eventually I crawled myself out of it. Music is very powerful. Music really helps me. Writing helps. Journaling. I'm doing really well with my other aspects of my life as well. So I wanted to make this video. I really hope it helps you. Now, I'm not a psychologist, but I've been going to therapy now for 7 years, and I've learned a lot about reframing your mind, reframing your thoughts and stuff like that. And my friend who came to me the other weekend, we'll call him A, he was telling me a lot of things. I'll spare you the details. I won't get super into it. But he was telling me a lot of like his demons and his regrets and stuff like that, and how he always thinks about it, and he feels like he's not good enough. I feel like I am good enough now, but you can still focus on self improvement. It's more of, like I said before, it's kind of like what you decide to focus on. Now, I'm not overly critical of myself anymore. I'm not hard on myself anymore. Like yesterday, I made some mistakes. Past week, I've made some mistakes, but I'm not hard on myself anymore because that's past you. Like you get to restart every morning when you wake up. It's like that was yesterday. You can still make those better decisions today. And it's kind of like I watched a video on YouTube about this psychologist. It's kind of just like, every day your respawn point changes. Like think about a video game. Like you respawn and you start over. Like you're playing Call of Duty. If you're on a death streak and then you respawn and then you can go to a kill streak. So I was helping him work through some of his hang-ups, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm thinking about going to therapy." And I know therapy isn't always the most beneficial for men, but I think it's partially due to they don't really give it a chance. Or like I told them to shop around for therapists because you're not always going to find one that you vibe with, that you align with. So food for thought. Thanks so much for listening to that long-winded rant. I really hope it helps you, and I've got some ideas for some new future videos, but don't hold your breath because I got other shit going on. Oh yeah, and one more thing. Hobbies are great. It's a good way to channel your time and stuff like that, and learn something, and share that knowledge with others to enlighten them or something, something that you're passionate about. It's all about that balance that we walk in life. So thanks so much. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that like button if you liked it, and you know what to do if you don't like the video. If you didn't like my topic, my face, or my shirt, make sure you smash that dislike button. It gives me a chance to improve, make better content, make more content, and then just get better overall with what I'm doing. Subscribe, it's free, and hit that notification bell down below. It might work, it might not. I would love to hear what you have to say in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.